They are the faces of KVOA over the years. A lot of well-known news personalities who went on to work for top 10 stations and networks have stepped in front of a camera right here at KVOA. One actually began here as a station announcer and would become one of the 8 original anchors at CNN. Lou Waters' name would become known around the world, but he never forgot the city he calls home.
This is an unusual interview for me with you because
64 years after his start in broadcasting, Lou Waters is once again in front of a microphone with his podcast, What Have You Learned? During those more than 6 decades, Lou Waters learned a lot.
My whole career has been about opportunities, and I've been blessed by them, and I've moved on them.
Lou spent the first 13 years of his career as a disc jockey at stations around the country, but it was the opportunity to start a station from the ground up that first brought him to Tucson.
Tucson's first FM station, KWFM. We put that on the air.
And it wasn't long before the next opportunity came along, a chance to work at KVOA.
And this is in 1970. I went to KVOA and became a booth announcer. I went from that to asking to learn what they do in the news department. And they gave me the Oricon camera.
Lou didn't stay behind the camera for long, not only shooting but also reporting stories, eventually becoming an anchor. Soon other opportunities would come along, away from Tucson. In 1977, his connection to KVOA would bring him back, this time as the station's news director.
Talent was Michael Goodrich, the weatherman. Hank Hubbard was there. Patty Weiss, of course. So I had a lot of good people.
Lou also spent time on the anchor desk, but after 2 years, he was lured away to another station in Tucson, where he would get his big break. When his reports of a tragic crash of an Air Force jet near the University of Arizona got national attention. After turning down an offer from New York, a new upstart news network would eventually come calling, CNN.
Police in New England still are searching for masked gunmen who hijacked an armored car.
No guarantee of success, very low pay, long hours. I said, sounds perfect. So I was one of the original 8 anchors, and that's how it happened.
CNN strives to bring that whole broad story into perspective.
For the next 21 years, Lou would anchor CNN Today in early prime.
Let's get some legal analysis of all this now and call on our CNN analyst.
When he stepped away from the anchor desk, it was Tucson where he wanted to be.
This is the place. Always came back here.
But Lou didn't come back to retire. Settling in Oro Valley, he was persuaded to run for the city council and even became vice mayor.
Hello, I'm Lou Waters, vice mayor of the town of Oro Valley.
Now he devotes his time to his podcast and his lifelong passion, photography. And after all these years, still connected to KVOA.
KVOA has always been like the home station, not only for me, but for the others who I described as long time or original parts of this population.